Welcome back to season 5,
Episode 5, I
of the
believe.
For the Generation podcast. We are, of course, your hosts, Natalia Velasco.
And Alexa Gomez, and we are so excited to have you guys here today.
Happy New Year. It's 2023 now. Same season, though.
Yes, same season.
We can talk about our classes. Alexa,
Yes.
what are you taking this semester?
I think we might have answered this, but I like...
We probably have.
No. I'm just saying, like, I changed one of my classes.
Oh, yes.
For another one. So I am taking... What am I taking? Spanish survey of some... It's like a Hispanic literature class.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of, like, really repetitive because I took AP, like, literature Spanish. So it's, like, the same readings. And I also took Intro to Hispanic Lit last year, so it's like the same readings and stuff. But I really like it. My professor's really nice, and she makes it like engaging, so like I just like listening to her. And then I am taking, what am I taking? Ethics, which is, I changed that class. I was
yes.
originally supposed to do astronomy, but I decided to do ethics. And then 2 sociology classes, which is men and masculinities, which is like really, when I tell people that I'm taking a class on men, they're like, what? But it's it's really interesting. Like, we just learned about stuff like that. Like, we read these articles. We just read one that it was like, if men could menstruate, and so that one, like, it was like really interesting.
Yeah.
And then my sociological theory class, which is just like definitions and like obviously theories, which is fine. But I like my professors, so that's good. How about you?
I am taking a ceramics class for my creative core. That one's been really fun. The only thing is, like, we have a lot of projects, and not, like, most of the time to do your projects is outside of class. So, like, in class, she just, like, kind of talks about it and does demos and stuff. So it's a lot of work outside of class. Like, I already have another project due next week.
What do you have to make?
We have to do a special vessel. So it's only one this time, but it has to be bigger. I have an idea, but like I don't know how to execute it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I'm not as good at ceramics as I thought I was going to be, which is fine because I'm just starting. But that one's super fun.
Can you like go to the place like 24 hours?
Yeah.
Oh.
With my one card, I have 24-hour access to the studio, which is super nice. And then I have like my own like little stuff. I have a locker. I have all like my own little tools and stuff. So it's super nice. Like, today we did underglazing, which is like kind of like painting before you put it in the kiln. Which was fun. I had my little bowl and I like painted little flowers on it. So hopefully it turns out good. I don't know how it's going to go in the kiln. So I'm taking that for my creative core, and then I have modernism, which is an art history for my history requirement. That class is super hard. I've taken art history in the past, so I was like, okay, I could do this. But I think it's just like, it's a little bit repetitive sometimes, so it's kind of hard. And then she turns the lights down really low, and she has a really monotone voice, so sometimes I'm like, ooh, I need to drink a coffee before this class, because I will fall asleep. I haven't, but like, the chairs are really comfy. It's just a bad combination. And Angel's eating his pizza. And then I'm taking empirical approaches and research methods for my majors. Those are good. They're not too bad. I do have to code for poli-sci, which is really strange. I talked to some of my friends. I have no idea what he's doing. I talked to some of my friends from like other schools that are poli-sci majors, and I was like, yeah, I have to code. And they're like, what do you mean you have to code? And they're like juniors too, so it's like they didn't have to code.
Maybe LMU is just special.
LMU just wants to code, but those two are not too bad. They're really project based, which I'm not used to, especially for BCLA. I feel like all my classes have been like papers and readings and papers and readings and some exams, but not too many projects. So yeah, it's different, but I'm excited. I feel like it should be good. But yeah.
Oh, we wanted to say that we got an award for best podcasts pertaining to the first gen experience.
Yeah, we won the Catalyst Award. So we're super excited. We're going to tell you guys the story of how we found out.
We were actually in this room.
We were in this room. And we got some calls on Instagram.
From Dr. Eve.
Yes, but we were in classes. All of us were in class, I think.
I think so.
At the time she was calling us.
I think it was like a requested, like, because she DM'd us.
Yes.
So it was like a requested message. So
yeah, and then she sent us a voice memo. And the first time we listened to it, we were like, wait, is she saying we won? We were really confused. We didn't know if she was telling us that she won or if we won. So we were like, okay. And then we listened to it again.
Basically, she won it last time.
Mm-hmm. Which, yeah, it's super cool. Yeah.
She talked to us for our retreat.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that? Like a year, more than a year ago.
More than a year ago. Before freshman year started.
Yes.
Like this summer, right before it started, she talked to us, which is super cool. She's great. Maybe we'll have her on the podcast someday.
Maybe.
But yeah, we're super excited. And especially because, like, we haven't even hit a year.
No.
Like, shout out Memo. He started this all.
Yes.
But we're just kind of here trying our best. And so, I think we're doing pretty good,
if anyone has any ideas on what we can do.
Yeah, send us a DM or...
For the Gen. Anything.
Yeah. On our Twitter, even on our TikTok, I guess. You can comment if you want.
We're actually locked out of our TikTok right now.
But we're going to figure that out so soon. So very soon for you all. But yeah.
I was going to talk, I don't know, the award. It's like, it's crazy because it's like, it's real life, you guys.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, oh, we're just like talking for ourselves. Like,
yeah.
Like, yes, some people listen, but like, oh.
Like, I forget that this actually goes out there.
And it's just like in the world. And whoever wants to listen to it can definitely listen to it. It's on YouTube too. So it's like really.
People can see our faces.
Even if you don't have any access to a podcast, you're able to access it. That's kind of scary.
I think it's really cool because I think we're the first like students to like win this award.
Yeah, we're the first student-run podcast to even be nominated, I think, too. Yeah. Which is crazy.
It's fun.
It's super fun. I'm excited.
Me too.
But yeah. Can you tell that we're excited? I don't think we realize the scale of our...
I think that too because like we said, we didn't realize we won it.
Yeah.
But it's just like crazy the more we think about it.
Someone commented that we didn't even know who they were and they liked our videos and stuff, and that's so crazy.
It's like people are out there, like not
people
just...
are watching us for real life. It's not just us and our moms, which is kind of scary.
Yeah. It's like fun though because like we do this and we're like talking about like random stuff all the time, and so like people actually like enjoy and like take time out of their day.
Hear about our experiences. That's crazy. But yeah,
we're so excited, and hopefully we can. Well, we posted a photo dump to celebrate.
We did. Go like our little post on Instagram, please.
The last video is when we posted our first episode, and we were like, that video was so. I really liked it.
It was cute. We were little babies, and we were all freaking out.
It was literally less than a year ago.
I feel very different from that.
Me too.
It's almost Angel's birthday.
This episode would probably be out after.
Angel's 20. Wow, that's crazy. Are you ready to be 20, Alexa?
No, it's so long. That's not.
It's not that far. It's 3 months away. You know how I measure? Because Valentine's Day is exactly 3 months from my birthday. So I always get really nervous because I don't want to be 20.
That's so scary.
I was talking to Lay about it earlier. Like, right now we're teenage girls. Like, it's whatever. It's not whatever, but like, you know, and then you're in your 20s and then you're a grown up.
You have to do real life stuff.
You have to do real life. That's so scary.
Speaking of real life, I need to find internships for this summer.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm kind of nervous. I feel like I don't, like, what am I trying to say here?
You got this.
Let me think about it. I feel like I don't know what I'm leaning more towards career-wise. which is scary because I did have an internship lined up for last summer. Like I fully was getting hired, but then I had my surgery. So I couldn't like go sit in an office. Angel, what are you doing? Anyways, I couldn't go sit in an office, so I had to be like, hey, sorry, I can't do it anymore. And it was at a law firm. So I feel like that would have helped me like kind of decide if that was a path I wanted to take still moving forward. But since I couldn't do it, I'm like kind of freaking out a little bit because now it's like, oh, you're going to be a junior. Like, if I do want to go to law school, I'm going to have to start studying for tests that I have to take soon and like applying and actually like getting work experience. And that's so scary because what if I don't even want to do that? Like, what if I go into it and I'm like, oh, I actually don't like this. So I'm kind of nervous, but
that is stressful.
Yeah, it's so scary. But hopefully this summer I'll be able to like at least figure something out. Angel, you're so distracting right now. What about you, Alexa?
No, I was thinking, well, I honestly, I don't know. I know I need to do something too because like I don't even know exactly what I want to do. But I've always said something criminal justice based, but also like that's like really broad.
It is really broad.
Like,
and there's so much you can do with
yeah.
it too.
So like that's why I need to like find stuff. Like I just like it's hard to find stuff because I've been like looking on like LinkedIn, but it's also like how do I know this is trustworthy? Because you know like LinkedIn, like some like random people would like message you and it's like this looks sus.
Like it's like a spam type thing.
So it's like how do I know if it's real or not?
I feel like your best bet is probably like going through someone at LMU and looking. Does that make sense? Like an advisor or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like who would be able to help with that. But like I'm sure there's someone that can like kind of guide you a little.
Also like if you have like I know you if you have like a particular person you want to work with like a law firm or whatever, you can like straight up just email like them and be like, are you looking for like I'm looking for an intern. Yeah. So stuff like that. But it is it's a little stressful because it's really soon.
It is really soon. Summer's like in 3 months, which is so soon. I might do summer study abroad.
Ooh.
So that's fun. And it's only like I think it's 5 weeks. So I'll be done end of June. So I still could get like a job and everything. Or an internship. But honestly, okay, because are you thinking about studying abroad? No. I was thinking about like doing the whole semester situation. But then I was like 6 months is so long to be that far away from home. And like I like going home and seeing like my dogs and like my parents. And then also like I don't know, I feel like being sick in a foreign country is so scary. And like I'm very much new at this whole like situation, so I was like I don't know how that's gonna work because like last week last week or 2 weeks ago I literally like my parents came to pick me up because I had like 8 lows in one day and they're freaking out.
Was that when we met?
I think so. Yeah. And like
oh my God.
And sometimes because like I get them when I'm asleep sometimes and then I don't wake up to the alarm and it's really dangerous because I could like go into a coma. So my parents were like, yeah, you're going to sleep on the couch. So they came to pick me up literally so late because I had like a recruitment thingy till like 10 p.m. But so that like in Europe for 6 months, like what would I do? They can't fly me over. Like that's crazy. So I think the summer one is like my best bet. Plus like, I don't know. I feel like it'll be a fun little time and it's short and I think I cover like my engaged learning flag. And then classes? Like an interdisciplinary one. It's 2, which is not bad. One's like a data science one, which is my coding. Same software, so I'll know how to do it. And then it's like Italian food cultures. So I feel like that would be super cool.
That sounds fun.
I was talking to like the professor that would teach that one. And she was like, yeah, for my class, I think I want to take them to like a farm one day and like show them like how like you know like production.
How does housing work?
There's apartments that are right next to the Vatican. Like, it's like very much like in Rome. And then
Would you have like a roommate?
I think, but I don't know anyone who's doing it, which is kind of scary. But like, it's only a month, so like, whatever. I'll just go over there and hang out in Rome.
It'll go by fast.
Yeah, and then there's AC in the apartments, which is like kind of rare for Europe. So I was like, okay, that should be good.
Luxury life
In Europe. But I'm kind of nervous. I have to turn in the application by tomorrow, and I haven't done it yet just because I renewed my passport. So I have to like turn in. It's right here. My application's right here. I have to send in like my receipt of that, but it's due tomorrow. I've done everything else, so like that's literally it.
Do you have to like do like short answers?
There was only one, and it was like 500 words. I could barely fit what I wanted to say in there. But I'm excited. Hopefully I get it. If not, it's fine. I'm gonna take summer classes anyways. I'm gonna take like my math, science, engineering core situation.
I'm like so scared for that one.
Me too. That's why I'm taking it in the summer, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do 15 weeks of that. I think I'm gonna try to take a nutrition class at my community college, because I feel like that would be like a
probably like the science behind that though. So I'm just
I know.
Like, ooh.
Which I feel like it would be good for me, because I don't even like, I have to like change my eating all the time. So like,
and it's
I can
summer,
learn.
so it goes by fast.
Yeah, and I'm sure I can find like an online class or something. But yeah, sorry, I've been going on and on about the summer for like 5 hours.
Oh, because we talked about studying abroad. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
but that is summer.
Okay, summer study abroad. But yeah, hopefully I get it. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also excited. I feel like
Did you have to
it'd
do
be
an
fun.
interview for that?
Yeah, I did it already. And she really liked me. The first thing she was like, "Do you speak Spanish?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Perfect." I was like, "Okay, thank you, Queen."
She's like, you're already in.
She was like, "Oh yeah, have you traveled?" I was like, "Yeah." I go to where my parents are from all the time. She was like, "Oh my God, I love Mexico. I'm glad you're well traveled." I was like, "I'm not that well traveled, but like," I was like, "Thank you." She really liked me, I hope. And then I was like, "Yeah, I already know the software for like the data science class. Like, that's what one of my classes is based on, blah, blah." And she was like, "Oh, so you're prepared." And she was telling me like all the accommodations and stuff. And like, she was like, "Yeah, we go to Florence for like a couple days and da da da." And I was like, she wouldn't be telling me this if I wasn't getting it, right? Like, I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. But hopefully I get it.
Yes,
We'll
you will.
see. We'll see.
Angel grabs his mic. Are you gonna say something?
You have something to say?
We're already like, what, 4 weeks into the school year?
Yeah.
What have you guys done so far?
You want to start us off?
Yeah. What have I done? I have no clue. I went home.
Slay!
I went home like the first weekend of classes because I had doctor's appointments, and I saw my dog because I didn't see her over winter break.
Aw.
What have I feel like something else happened. Right now I'm currently applying to service orgs. So
Yay.
that's due tomorrow, and I like just need to like make it nice because I like have my notes and stuff that I need to write. There's like 2 like common ones for like all of them, but then each organization has 2 other small ones, and they're like 100 to 200 words, which is like
That's
5
not bad.
sentences.
Yeah.
And I have to apply to 2 to 3. No, wait, I think it's 3 to 4. 3 to 4 organizations, and so I went to a meeting yesterday, and it was with the Marians, which is like the feminism one, and like education, and so it was good. And I actually talked a lot because there was like barely anyone there. We were talking about like performative activism, and like we shared in groups, and then one of like the ones in the service org was like, "Do you want to share with the group?" And I was like, "I guess."
Yeah. Okay.
And so that happened like 2 times, so it was nice, and I really liked the people. And then tomorrow there's another one, but I really want to. I don't know if I should say which one I want to join, because what happens
Just
if
say
I
it.
don't get it?
It's okay. Which one do you want to join?
I think it's like called like career. I don't even know.
Correct. You want to spell it for us?
Why are you? Oh,
Okay. Well, just say it. It's
I'll
okay.
just say which ones I'm applying to. I
Yes.
think that I'm applying to Belle's, which is domestic violence. Sion is
yes.
actually in that one.
Yes,
so is
she
her
is.
sister. And then the second one is the Marians, which is a meeting I attended, and that's the feminism. Yeah. And then the third one is, I think it's like, I can't pronounce it because it's like, it's a fancy, it's like prayer, something like that. And it's for like youth and like education. And I really like that one because it's a lot of what like my service hours were like in high school. So like helping kids. And then last semester I was with El Espejo and I was like a mentor. So like I really enjoy working with kids. So I think like that one's the one that kind of caught my attention the most. But yeah, that's, I think
So
that's
you're
about
applying
it.
the 3?
Yeah, those 3.
Slay. I heard Bells is really cool. One of my teachers from high school, he went here and he was like, you should really join Bells. Like, I feel like you'd love it. But I just finished recruitment for sorority, so I think that's like too many things.
Yeah.
at
Can
one
you even
time.
do that?
Yeah, you can.
Really?
There's some girls that are in both.
I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how because like, that's crazy to me.
Because service hours, I feel like they're basically
Yeah, it's like the same thing pretty
It's like
much.
service hour or like community service.
No, yeah, fully is the exact same thing.
Do you have like a requirement of how many hours you have to
I
like,
think
do?
so. It's not a lot, but like girls go a ton. And then well, I guess, do I talk about that now?
Yeah.
So I rushed, which is so crazy because I didn't think I was going to do it. Because I don't know, like, I guess I'm like, well, okay, I went to an all-girls school. So I literally like, my high school was a sorority basically. And I was on ASB. So I feel like I was very much like, I was really nervous because I feel like since COVID, my social battery is like not there. Like I can't talk to people for that long, let alone people I don't know, for so long. So, but luckily LMU only has 6. Like my sister had to rush 14. I don't know how she did that. Like I was dying doing the 6.
Did she do it all over a weekend too?
I think it was, like similar to ours, but they started literally the first day of school. Like, so her first day of college was also her first day of rush, which is so crazy to me. I don't know how she did that. But, yeah, so it spanned, like, a week, I want to say. But, like, during the week stuff was just, like, intro stuff. It wasn't really anything, like, you just met your group and stuff. And then on Friday, we talked to all 6 of them, which literally was from 3 to midnight for my group, which was so long. And I feel like towards the end, I was so tired. Like, our last one was literally at 11 p.m. And I'm talking to these girls, and I'm like, yeah, I like to go on walks. Like, I didn't know what to say anymore. Because I'd had, like, the same conversation so many times. Because, you know, what, you too, Angel?
Was there, like, sororities, people, like, you would talk to, and you're like, I really don't want to be in this sorority?
Not necessarily. Okay, everyone I talked to was very nice. But the first one I talked to, I don't know if it's because I'm a really anxious person, especially socially. Like, being thrown into that was so scary for me. But the vibe was really weird there. And I don't know if it's like I was really nervous because it was the first one I talked to or what. The girls were super sweet. Everyone was super nice. I just, like, felt kind of weird there.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't know if I matched the vibe. But then the next day was 4 that we talked to. I liked all of them except for one. I was like, this is definitely not my vibe. And that was good. But, like, I don't know. Oh, that day I got a really bad migraine, like, halfway through. And it didn't go away till, like, the next Wednesday. Like, I had a headache the whole time, which was really bad.
Goodness.
But then on Sunday it was 2. But those were hour conversations with each one. And mine were back to back. Like, I had, like, 10 minutes in between.
What do you talk about for an hour?
So for that one, I got really lucky because I got paired with a girl that I talked to the day before.
Oh, okay.
So, like, we were just talking about random stuff. She was a transfer. Like, we were talking about all that. And then, like, their philanthropies and stuff. And then I talked to another one that I was like, I really like the other one. So then at the end, you, like, pick your preference, like, your top 2. And a lot of people did this thing. I don't know, like, the appropriate way to say it. They call it, like, suicide bidding. I guess it's like single preference bidding, or I don't know. I'm not really well versed in the sorority world, but not yet. Not at the moment. But so a lot of people just did that. So basically, if you don't get the only one that you put on there, you're dropped. Like, you don't get any. I was gonna do that, but I didn't end up doing it, which I should have, because my whole thing was like, if I don't get what I like, I'm not gonna do it, because like, why am I gonna go and try and like it if I didn't like it? Because like, obviously I didn't talk to that many girls in it. Like, there's a lot of girls in all of them, but like, I feel like if I didn't like the vibe that over the span of that week, I probably wasn't gonna like be able to like it after. But I got really lucky and I got one I really liked. And I actually worked.
Wait, say what the name is.
I have an AKO, Alpha Chi Omega. Super fun. Which is so funny because my sister's in Chi Omega. So, like,
whoa.
Yeah. And my cousin was in Alpha Chi Omega when she was in college. But I really like their philanthropy. It's like domestic violence awareness. And the main place that they work with, I worked with in high school, and I loved it there. Like, we did it for our junior retreat. And some people, they like chose people to lead each group, and so I led for that specific place, and I loved it there. Like, I signed up to work there again, but it was right before COVID, so I haven't gone back, because like, you work with like kids, and like, it's super fun. It's basically a house where domestic violence survivors can come with their kids and live there for a year. And they help them like get jobs and stable housing. There's childcare. Like, it's really cool there, and I love it there. So I'm really excited because I'm gonna get to work there again. But yeah, everyone's been so sweet, and like, there's some girls in like some of my classes and stuff, so it's been cool. But yeah, and I've gone home a bunch because I had doctor's appointments. And but
it's new on campus. Oh, Jeanette McCurdy is coming to school. Not to LMU, but she's coming.
She's gonna go here.
I was like stalking her Instagram after they announced, and I think she did like college tours.
Oh,
so she was like going to speak at colleges, and so we got lucky.
So she's stopping by to
she's
talk.
talking about her book. What is it? I'm glad my mom
died.
Yeah, I'm glad my mom died.
Yeah,
which is exciting. I've heard lots of good things about that book. So
me too.
I feel like I should read it now.
When is she coming?
The 15th.
Kind of soon.
Like,
do you have to like sign up to go? Because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people going.
I think they said to like line up at like 6 p.m. to make sure you get a seat. But I'm pretty sure people are gonna go ahead of 6 p.m.
They're gonna camp.
They're gonna camp out there.
Isn't that like the day before the big game too? Like the Gonzaga game?
Is it the 14th?
I think the Gonzaga game is the 16th. LMU beat Gonzaga. That's crazy.
I actually applied to Gonzaga and I got accepted there.
You didn't want to go?
No.
It's far.
I don't like Washington.
It's far. It's cold.
It is in Washington, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I think Seattle, right. Washington. Not Seattle. Never mind. Yes. I know Seattle is in Washington. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yes. I got confused for a second.
Let's see when they're playing.
I think it's the 16th.
Yeah, the 16th.
At 8 p.m. LMU is
Gonzaga in Washington? I don't know where it is.
Gonzaga is...
I know it's in Washington, but like what part of Washington?
Do you know, Angel?
Is it Seattle? I don't think so.
No, I don't know. I actually have no idea. I don't know why I'm saying
it's
no.
It's Spokane, Washington.
Okay, yeah.
I applied to Gonzaga and Seattle U. Those were the only out of state schools that I applied to. But I want to visit Seattle, and I did not like the gloomy weather there. It just was not the vibe.
It rains all the time.
And it just looks sad. So I'd rather stay in sunny California.
No, yeah. I talked to a girl from Seattle, and she was like, go in the summer. Don't go any other time. I was like, okay, I won't. But yeah, they beat them by like 1 point. No? Something like that. Which is so crazy. Go Lions.
Because they're like really good.
Yeah, they were number 6. I think they dropped.
Yikes. No offense if you go to Gonzaga.
No offense to Gonzaga. Great school. Great basketball. But LMU did beat you.
Yeah, it was by 1 point.
Yep. I remember my dad texted me and he was like, Gonzaga, LMU beat Gonzaga. And I was like, oh my God, crazy.
I remember seeing my Instagram that like
day
yeah, everyone was posting
I posted it. I did. Because we don't have a football team here.
I wish we did.
I do too. I was like, I don't know. I grew up going to football games. So
speaking of football, The Niners did
Speaking
not
of
make it to
football.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they did not.
I was so sad.
It's okay. Next year, maybe.
Maybe. Colin Kaepernick's actually releasing a documentary series this Friday. It's about the killing county. So I think Bakersfield is the one with that has the highest rates of people killed to police brutality.
Oh wow!
And it's gonna come out on Hulu. I don't know if he's like producing it or what, but I really like Colin Kaepernick's
He's like
work.
part of it.
Yeah, like he's posted it on his Instagram, and so that's very interesting. He has really good Ben and Jerry's ice cream. No, this has okay. His ice cream, like I think some of the profits go to somewhere, but like
he's doing a good thing with the ice cream, guys.
Yes, I didn't just mention his ice cream for no reason, and it's like dairy free too, so it like doesn't hurt my stomach.
That's so good. He made it just for Alexa, actually, guys. I don't know if you know this.
This flavor honors Colin's activism in pursuit of racial justice, and his portion of the proceeds from Change the World go to Know Your Rights Camp. Know Your Rights Camp is an organization that he started, and it's Know Your Rights. I don't really know much about it, but I'm pretty sure it's with police brutality and obviously what he stands for. I think he recently started doing like autopsy stuff, so people who are killed by police officers, they do like this free thing where they can run autopsies for people.
Autopsies are really expensive.
Yeah, so it's like just cool stuff like that. My friend who we're hoping to interview one day on this podcast, we said we were supposed to do this beginning of the season.
She'll be on the podcast
one day eventually.
One day in the
I hung out with her. We have like a yearly meetup because she goes to school in Brown, and I'm obviously over here, so
it's
she
far.
Like barely comes home. She only comes from home for winter break and then summer. And then summer, by the time she gets here, I'm already home. So the winter break is like the only time that works.
That's annoying. I hate like my friends that are far away. They're like, yeah, I'm not coming home till the summer. I'm like, what do you mean you're not coming home till the summer? Like some of them, I'm not gonna see them until I'm 20. Because we end super early. Like everyone else ends like around our birthdays. So like my friend was literally flying home on my birthday last year, and I was like so sad. I didn't do anything on my birthday, but I was like, aw.
I've always had school on my birthday, except
Me
for
too,
college.
Except for in
so
college.
it's like weird.
I didn't know I could make that noise. Alexa, can you make any noises? That didn't sound real. She played that off her computer.
I like discovered that in like preschool.
In preschool?
Yes, because I remember.
And you're just showing us?
She showed us before.
Showed you this before.
Yeah.
Is it the one where you put your hand over your mouth?
No.
Oh no, that's what I was thinking of.
I was gonna do that next.
Do that one. I really like that one. That one like scratches my brain a little.
I always get so nervous.
I won't look at you. That is such a crazy noise. It freaks me out a little bit. Like, what is that even supposed to be? Like a bird?
How do you discover that? Like, how do you?
Yeah, where
in middle school.
What are you doing in middle school, man?
She's just making noises.
I was about to like
Okay.
say mean things about my middle school, but I
Really?
choose peace today.
She chooses peace today.
Cut
That's
that
not
out.
the easy choice. That's not an easy choice.
Rah.
That's
I don't think I have any like cool noises I can make.
I think I might be able to do it without my hand though.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
That's it.
You got it. Don't look at her.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It did sound the exact same. That is such a crazy noise. It freaks me out.
No, it doesn't sound as satisfying.
It's just louder when you do the hand. That's it. That's it.
You sound like a character from Star Wars. I don't know how to describe it.
From Star Wars?
I don't know how to describe it. That's like the.
Have you watched Star Wars?
I watched like the mini shows that they do on the side.
He didn't watch Star Wars. I've watched all the movies.
What can people expect from this half of the season?
Honestly, I feel like we were a little burnt out for a while, and maybe we'll get out of it. I feel like we definitely
I think this
could.
award is. Well, we talked to Lexi today. We weren't
She hyped us up.
supposed to film till next week, but we're like, you know what? We can totally film today.
We totally just did it for so long. We've been filming for so long.
Felt very inspired. So definitely more content.
Definitely more content for sure. And I think now that we're a little bit older and we have a few more episodes under our belt, I feel like we kind of have our groove down and we know what we're doing. So maybe we'll do some different content, try some new stuff out. We'll see. Very exciting stuff. Well, thank you so much for listening to our podcast today.
Welcome back to the school year, you guys.
Have so much fun this year, and we're wishing...
We're still going to talk to you later in the school
Yeah,
year.
we're going to talk to you so much this semester. So sorry if you get tired of us.